I mean, it's truly a go big or go home moment for this organization. I mean, they came out yesterday with a massive 1.5 million barrel a day cut recommendation. Last night, they decided to extend that cut till the end of 2020. Russia so far has not given their answer. And so I think a lot is on the line. I mean, if Russia says no today, there are real questions about the viability of the OPEC Plus arrangement.
The OPEC Secretary General spoke to us last night, and he said the resolve of this group will not be tested. They're going to stick together. They're going to get it done. But is there a real risk, in your opinion, that it could fall over?
I mean, again, if the Russians come out and say, basically, we're not going to participate, because the Russians thus far have said we'd like to extend the current cut, 2.1 million barrels a day, to June. They've given no indication yet that they're willing to sign on for a deeper cut. I still believe it's an economic interest of Russia to stay in this organization, the political interest of Russia to stay in the organization, but a lot is up in the air right now.
How would you characterize the market response that we've seen so far? They came out with this talk of 1.5, but oil fell. What's going on?
I think there is a concern about what happens if Russia says no. I mean, the fact that OPEC came out yesterday, basically put the cut on the table, but said it's all in or nothing. I mean, you had Bijan Zanganeh, the Iranian oil minister, yesterday say there is no plan B. So the market is basically watching to see what happens in a no situation. Again, I think we're likely to get a yes today, but it's certainly by no means certain.
His Royal Highness likened the coronavirus to a fire that needs to be put out. Clearly, they're really worried about this. How would you characterize the impact that this has had on the overall conversation here?
I mean, I think he's looking at this potentially as a 2008-2009 situation. That is when OPEC basically took 4.2 million barrels off the market in the face of the financial crisis. I think he's looking for a response similar to that. And they're going to meet again in June. So they have time to calibrate the cut if situation improves. So I think he's basically saying, why risk it? If your house is on fire, call the fire department. The worst that happens is you lose your furniture if you use the big hose, but you save your house. So I think he basically wants to be very proactive and get in front of this.
So let's say they go ahead with this cut. Who's going to shoulder the burden of responsibility on the OPEC side? And is Saudi Arabia going to do the heavy lifting here?
Saudi Arabia bears the burden of adjustment, or the greatest burden. Then you would look for the other countries that can participate in a cut in a meaningful way. That is the UAE, that is Kuwait. There are countries that are big producers like Iraq that have probably limited ability to cut further. There's a lot of political turmoil in Iraq right now. Their OPEC, their oil minister is not even here right now. He's actually in Baghdad serving as interim deputy head of state. The question of whether Iraq could sign on for this is really questionable. So again, it will fall on Saudi and the rest of the GCC.
Hey everybody, it's Hadley Gamble from our new CNBC Middle East Bureau in Abu Dhabi. Thanks for stopping by. Now to watch more, you can try one of the videos that just popped up on your screen. And don't forget to subscribe.